Let's do the song, shall we? Dune time, it's Dune time. Okay, I'm player 2, and it's Helena, Baron, Ariana, Hundro, Yuna, and Tessia. This is a ranked match of Dune Imperium Digital, Rise of Ix. Here's the Imperium row. What is going on here? Assassination mission, Spice Hunter, Smuggler's Thopter, another assassination mission, and Bene Gesserit Initiate. Okay. This is not exactly a very exciting Imperium row. How about text? Troop transports, invasion ships, shuttle fleet. All right, well, we'll see what's left when I get to player 2. You know what? I haven't played Hundro in a while. I think I want to do that. So I will do that. You know, would be, yeah, it'd be one of these two for this game, but we'll make it a Hundro. Oh, wow. That's an interesting decision, but I think I'm going to keep the Sleeper Must Awaken. The only issue with that is it's going to clog up my hand for a long time, but I'm going to do it. Maybe I wonder if I prioritize Carthag or just let Baron get it. We'll have to remember who gets that. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna fold space, and then we'll look to use the Signet Ring for a little bump there. Aircav asks, have you a house rule, like ban an intrigue card? You mean like... No, I don't play with any house rules. I'm not I mean, it's fine. I have nothing in principle against them, but I just tend not to do that. I think this game is, you know, very well designed as it is, which isn't just, I mean, if some people like playing with things like that and like, it can be really fun to do it, but it's just not really my thing. James Kovacs says, you are great at sharing insights in the game. That's why we're all here. Thank you for all that you do. Well, James, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And I'm glad that everyone is here. It means a lot that people enjoy spending time with me here, doing something that we all love. Like, what an awesome experience that is. People from all over the world, you know? I know there's people from the UK, people from Malaysia, people from who knows where. Okay. I think I'll just do Imperial Basin. I don't think there's a reason to blow my water right now, if that's an expression. Is Tessia gonna go? I don't know. I don't know if I can really get anything here. What's Tessia played so far? Seek allies. Is she getting in on this conflict? I'm gonna risk one. Let's see if I can get the Solari. I don't know what Tessia's plan is here. There's a good chance it's like Signet Ring, and then, you know, that's gonna be that. Toby, I did not go to Carthag, even though I know that it's rapid mobilization, because I just really want to make sure I get every use out of my ring. Okay, so we know Baron has rapid mobilization. Ox7fac3D. I don't know if there's like some secret way to read your name, but Ukraine, hey! AstralWig192 from Ukraine, amazing. Ox7fac3D says, do you have any thoughts on Uprising versus Imperium plus Ix versus Imperium versus Ix versus Immo? For me, Imperium plus Ix was always my favorite by far. So it's great to see it still being actively played. Well, it's definitely still being actively played because that's what ranked is in the digital game here. Uprising, I've only played a couple of times, so I don't have much of an opinion on it. Someday I'll get into it. I'm looking forward to Immortality coming out for digital, though. I could use a change. I like Ix. I also like just classic, but it's been a lot of Ix for this year. All right. Do I want Smuggler's Thopter or Siege Reverend Mother? That's an interesting decision. I think I kind of feel like the Smuggler's Thopter, in a way, makes sense because I'm probably going to be able to unlock that, right? I could get this coming round. So it makes sense. But at the same time, I just want Siege Reverend Mother, and therefore I will take her. And there's another Smuggler's Thopter. All right, Tessia did deploy. Okay, it's not a big surprise. I gambled it with the one troop. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. You're not a big fan of the Family Atomics? Yeah, I can understand that. The Family Atomics, to me, is the least interesting part of Immortality. It's fine. But I don't have much of an opinion on it, to be honest. All right, so let's do this. We'll get interstellar shipping. Beckno, you thought the hat was the source of my powers? Maybe it is. We'd have to do a statistical analysis going through all of my videos to decide which, because there are multiple hats also, by the way. It's not just the hat. There are at least 4 different hats that I have worn on stream. And then there's no hat. So you have to go through and analyze that data. Now, my feeling is that the sample size will not be strong enough to provide reliable data. But that's something someone could do a research project on. All right, let's just keep going up the guild track, I think. I feel like doing that today. And we'll get some troops, and we will get some Solari. And our daggers kind of go to waste. 2 persuasion. We'll see what that ends up being. I might take a Spice Hunter just for fun. Astrowig. Yeah, so for the ranks, it goes bronze, silver, gold, platinum, master. There's nothing after master. At master, what happens is you then get your sort of rating, your score gets revealed to you. You know, it's they call it an elo. It's not really an elo, but it's a rating based on your wins and losses and your number of games played. So once you get to master, you get to see that, and you get to see where you rank, you know, against all the other players in the world in terms of their rating. Harry Frog, you just played on tabletop with family and was 3 Solari short for Chome shares. Lost the Spice tiebreaker, came second. Yeah, it's tough. We'll see if, you know, I don't know that this was the right choice, because the rapid mobilization could also easily be a victory point that doesn't cost me Spice. You know what I mean? Like, this might not have been the right choice. But it is what I did. Yeah, let's take a Spice Hunter. Ooh, firm grip. Ooh, Baron's gonna get firm grip. Ugh. Ugh. Hey, Melina Serena, watching your videos, it seems that people are usually overcommitting to first conflict. It happens sometimes. I've seen some insane first conflicts, for sure. Web of Pouvoir. Wow. Well, that doesn't tend to stick on the row very long. Okay, so Yuna is set up for a Swordmaster already if she wants it. Cannon turrets from Tessia. Okay, well, we know that Baron can't beat that because he's got rapid mobilization. So Tessia is going to take this conflict. Miser Mover. And it's a trade monopoly. Whoa. Okay, the fold spaces have come out to play. Okay, I'm still the only one with interstellar shipping unlocked. Baron probably is going to try to do it now if he can. His Seek Allies has been used. He may not have the diplomacy ready to go. Looks like he does not. Hey, Trebendo Days. Or maybe he's prioritizing this. All right, Swordmaster snagged by Tessia. Yuna's next in line. We'll see if she goes for a High Council seat here or if she's going to just be funneling Solari into her ring. All right, Tessia working on this. So I've had... This is kind of nice. I'm having shipping to myself a little bit this game. Let's see here. Okay, she does go for High Council seat. That's interesting. I think I'm going to hit fold space now and get that alliance. So I'm going to fold space to fold space. I think that's the play. I could also... Yeah, there's lots of water here. I mean, it would be not a terrible thing to win this conflict either. In a way, that would be better than interstellar shipping because it's taking it away from somebody else and nobody else can even get here. That's an interesting thing to consider. But first things first, I am going to fold space to fold space. I just kind of want to. It keeps everybody else off it as well, so it means that maybe I'll have shipping to myself for a little bit longer. We'll see what happens here. Tessia with 1 million agents. I could potentially do a Hardy Warriors. Or even, honestly, even just still suits might be good enough. We'll see what Tessia does. I mean, she could Hardy Warriors here, but yeah, she's got no garrison. Yuna has no garrison. I have 2 daggers in hand. Still suits might be good enough. And I think I would just use the diplomacy rather than the fold space right now because I don't care too much about what's going on here. What was that? What did she just play? Signet Ring. Wait, what? No. It was a power play. Okay, I thought it was a power play. There we go. All right, so Tessia has unlocked Siege Tabor. Yeah, Still Suits is gone. That's unfortunate. I was really looking forward to doing that. Do I Hardy Warriors blowing my water? I don't, I mean, it's probably worth it. I could just go to Arakeen, but like, I mean, I'm going to need that influence. You know what? I'm just going to do it. Oh, wait, I meant to use the diplomacy. Ah, okay. Well, hopefully that persuasion ends up doing something for me. Let's put in 3 here. I kind of think it'll be good enough with the 2 daggers behind it. Tessia with no garrison. Hardy Warriors gone. You know, I think it should be good enough. So given that I did play the fold space, I didn't really intend to, but I did. It does mean I can get Smuggler's Thopter, which is not a bad thing to get. All right, Tessia collecting all of that tasty, tasty, life-prolonging spice. I would not be shocked to see Tessia go to invasion ships or shuttle fleet with that. Okay, yeah, Yuna assassination mission is nice for Yuna because it reveals for 2 Solari. Are you gonna give me something tasty for 5? No. Are you gonna give me something tasty for 5? No, but you do give me something tasty for 2. Tasty for 2. All right, yeah, I think In the Shadows makes sense, even though, I mean, it's only round 3. So we're definitely gonna take that. We'll give a little cheer for the gift of In the Shadows. And I think even a local fence could make sense for me here. Given I have this Sleeper Must Awaken, this guy could theoretically help me with that situation. It's an awkward card, only having city access compared to the liaison that can, you know, get you to a Mentat or a tech negotiation. It's definitely, you know, that is a big downside. But most of the time it's going to be for the reveal, and occasionally it might help me out with the resources. So I'm going to take the local fence this game. And, you know, I could have taken Smuggler's Thopter instead of In the Shadows, but, you know, we're going to take In the Shadows. Fadi El Riachi, those are Smuggler's Thopters, not Gun Thopters. There's the shuttle fleet as predicted, and there's a Holtzman engine now. Good Lord. All right, so my monopoly on shipping has officially ended. Tessia rocketing up the guild track, threatening my alliance even. She's going to be able to hit shipping next round. Grabs a Smuggler's Thopter to go with her influence there. And we've got a guild accord popping up. Okay, so this is nice. I do win the conflict. Perhaps I could have done it with only 2 troops, but I felt like that wasn't too bad. We'll advance. Okay. So the ring can get me a decent deployment here, but only if I get to Imperial Basin with it. Because I don't have water. Unigrab Swordmaster, yeah. It's it's gonna be a very late Swordmaster for me. If and when it happens. If I go here, Yeah, I don't have spice, so I can't activate it actually at the same time. If I do it down up, then I could. But that doesn't feel great compared to just doing this, I think. I could just drop the ring with that as well, which is the idea of getting some troops. I think that makes sense. We shall recall it. We'll take this. I think we'll take the spice for now. Influence. Let me just get this. Get some troops. I mean, I could go crazy with the deployment, but I don't need to go too crazy, I think. I'm going to go 4. I honestly think 3 is probably good enough given that nobody has garrisons, but I'm going to go 4 because I intend to send Siege Reverend Mother probably to secrets, maybe selective breeding. I don't know if selective breeding does a whole lot for me. I would get the Freeman Bond spice off of Spice Hunter, so that's kind of nice. Maybe draw the In the Shadows for a reveal. There's nothing particularly that I'm interested in buying, but, you know, getting a trash isn't terrible, or maybe even just secrets, or maybe even still suits. There's a lot of options for the Siege Reverend Mother here. I don't think I want to. I mean, the still suits is nice for getting water, for giving me an option at more spice, and more spice is good for me. I'm gonna get some here. Do I want to be spending it on selective breeding right now? You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because I'm gonna get refunded 1 spice very shortly anyway from drawing this. And I get to trash 2 cards too, which is pretty cool. We'll get rid of that one. And we'll get rid of this one. Oh, yes! We did it. We did it. We got the In the Shadows. And yeah, so part of the reason I did this, even though it's costing me spice, is it draws me the Spice Hunter right now. So I'm going to get 1 spice back right away anyway. It just seemed kind of cool. Hey, Sanglutin, nice to see you. Yes, it is Hundro time. And AirCav, we finally did get a little bit of luck. That's a great thing to get here for us. It's looking pretty good for this conflict. All the garrisons are depleted at the moment. Baron getting how many more intrigue cards? How many intrigue cards does he need? We know one of them. We know one of them is rapid mobilization. Hey! Viva la Kid! What a nice turn. It was a nice turn. It's this guy again. Hey, good to see you. I'll have to sword master with fold space? Yeah. Because I trashed my daggers. People could ask, do you get used to looking at Twitch, YouTube, and concentrating on the game? It's a very good question. You know, there's a cost to it. Yes, I am used to doing it, but there's certainly a cost to it. I mean, you may notice that there's lots of things that happen in the game that I miss in terms of what cards people have. You know, like my attention is certainly divided. So there's a big difference between when I'm streaming versus when I'm just recording a game straight for YouTube, not streaming, right? Because at that time, I mean, I'm still talking, I'm still narrating, and that also can distract my attention a little bit from if I weren't even doing that. but definitely, when we're here, I like talking to all of you. I like hearing what you have to say and interacting. Like that's why we're here, right? That's why it's a live stream. I could just purely focus on the game, and some people might find that better. Maybe some people are like, stop talking to the chat, pay attention to what Baron's doing, and that's totally fair. It's a balance, and I try to strike a balance. Smuggler's Thopter, Gun Thopter, Chris Knife. I mean, honestly, another Smuggler's Thopter is not crazy. I think. Wait, do I even have one? I'm going to take it. Chome Delegate. Sanglusion, do I still play offline with no streaming or recording? No. I don't. You get everything. You get all of me here. 100% of Bludgeon is available to you on the Bludgeon YouTube channel if you are a member and you have access to stream VODs. Or if you're a Twitch sub, you have access to recent stream VODs. During, I think, maybe the first ranked season, I was playing a bunch of offline games just to try to grind up through the ranks, but I honestly, like, it burned me out a little bit. Tessia hitting shipping and smuggling this round. There are times when I'm in the mood to play a game and I think about it doing it, but also it's like, it's a time commitment to play a game of Dune. And, this is not my, although it's like my full-time passion and most of my energy goes into this channel, it's certainly not. I've got other things I have to do in my life. So, maybe, one day perhaps, that will change, but so yeah, I try to, when I do want to play a game, I try to, record it for the channel. All right, so looks like it's going to be a victory here. We're going to get another intrigue card. We're going to get some spice, which is very welcome. Coming up on round 5, negotiated withdrawal has appeared in the row. Baron plays a master tactician. It looks like, is that just for second place? Or is he going to play another one to take first? It's this guy again. Thank you for pointing out that Tessia bought the Guild Accord. That's good to know. I appreciate that call out. Hey, Bro Dale, thank you for the follow. By the way, Astral Wig 192, thank you for the follow as well. I forgot to call you out or shout you out when that happened. Lily, he had 4 intrigues. Okay. So it was a good time to use it because it took him from tying for last to getting second. So from 0 spice to 2 spice, that's a pretty good use of an intrigue card. Bro Dale with the Prime sub. Appreciate that. We got to demand respect. Oh, that's too good. I can't believe it. Let's take this Bene Gesserit Alliance and get ourselves another intrigue card. Oh, that's too good, man. Sometimes you get the luck, sometimes you don't. Last game was bad luck. This game so far, we're getting a bit of good luck. That was just, oh. That was good. Okay, reinforcements is here. We'll see if we end up using it. So yeah, if I want Swordmaster, it has to be fold spaced. Do I even want Swordmaster? Could I get away with not getting Swordmaster this game? I think I probably do want it. I don't like using the fold space for it, but you know what? Sometimes that's what fold space is for. It gets you where you need to go, and sometimes you need to go elsewhere than a faction space. I'll have to be careful with that guild alliance with Tessia. But yeah, I'm gonna do this. I wonder if I should just go High Council seat though. Maybe just start buying Spice Must Flow instead. You know what? That's what I'm doing. Oh, hello in the shadows. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna do that. I feel like a couple of these jokers were looking to pick up the High Council seat as well this round, and so I get to block them from it. And I'm at 6 points so far. Again, that could be vulnerable over here, but I've got a point here, you know, kind of. Yeah, I like the idea of buying a Spice Must Flow. Now, I could play the In the Shadows, but the issue there is I can't discard a card and still get Spice Must Flow. So what I could do is go to Arakeen with... I guess if I go to Arakeen within the Shadows, that works, right? And I could either get an Emperor Alliance or try to defend Guild a little bit, because this will draw me a card and then I can discard, you know, whatever I draw if I have to. Lily, selective breeding. That is another option. I'm a little bit... Mentat is also another option. It's this guy again. Selective breeding and trash the In the Shadows. That's interesting. I'm going to do the Mentat. Let's see what we get here. Oh, do I have the Freeman Bond? No. So this doesn't do much. Unless I still want a selective breeding. Okay, I can't risk it. Let me just do this. I think I'll probably just end up early revealing here. There was another angle I could have taken where I could have discarded the Diplomacy and then sent the Reverend Mother to selective breeding, trash 2 cards. However, I was just a little bit worried about selective breeding getting taken, because then I'd be screwed. This Holtzman engine could also be worth a point for me at some point, but Tessie is sitting on 8 spice, so she might just decide to take it. Viva Kid says, would you say just watching videos and playing makes you better, or is it, for example, worth really learning specific things like combos, etc.? Well, watching videos and playing should make you better, but you know, I mean, through those things, you're going to learn like the combos you're talking about. I think you'll catch those things through watching videos and through playing. Aha. Tessia. Do I have to worry about you? Maybe I still go to selective breeding with Diplomacy after all. I can still do that. Trash the In the Shadows and lock that up, because I don't like what she's doing here. I don't like the looks of it. So that's what we're going to do. I don't really like using the spice here, but I like losing this alliance even less. So let's do that. James, don't forget you still need 4 spice for the Sleeper Must Awaken. Easy point. Yes, I know. That's why I was reluctant to do this. But given what Tessia did, I felt like I had to. It's this guy again. Playing is what makes you better. I mean, playing is the most important part. Because it's one thing to watch somebody do it. You can certainly learn from people. There's no question about that, but you have to do it yourself at the end of the day. Marina, I could use the reinforcements. Yeah, I could. It's just trading Solari for Solari though. And I don't know if I care that much about that. I think I might rather keep this and try to win like a victory point somewhere. But yeah, I mean, getting this spice is not necessarily going to be an easy thing to do. Holtzman engine does go to Tessia. Negotiated withdrawal goes to Yuna. Take a spice must flow. Yeah, so this is something I certainly want to try to reinforce somehow, but all right, well, next round, I guess Smuggler's Thopter to Interstellar Shipping is probably number 1. Viva La Kid with the Prime sub. Thank you, Viva La Kid. Oh, and that hit our sub goal. Fantastic. Look at these awesome animations. I love it. I love it, man. I appreciate that. We're going to get a little victory sound effect for that. It's not only for winning games. It is used for that. Primarily it is used for that, but also for special nice moments. It's there for that too. Yeah, hit the prime sub or the sub goal. Very awesome. We can set up a new goal. All right, Tessie and Baron tie for this. Yeah, nobody really desperate for this, but I mean, hey, if you can get 4 Solari for 1 troop, not a bad thing. Cloak and Dagger. Okay, a lot of spice here, but I do not have water. Okay, so this is kind of cool because I'm now set up to drop with the Signet Ring, so that could get me the Emperor point or Guild point if necessary, maybe. the drawing the spice must flow is not the worst thing because it means it will give me a spice. So if, for example, I can get Signet Ring to Imperial Basin, and who knows if I can, but if I can, I have 1 spice right now. I'll get 2 spice here. It's not good enough. No, it is, because I'll get spice from dropping here as well. So we've got some options here. There's also an influence here if I can win this fight. Local fence, probably not going to be coming into the action here this time. Now, I do only have 1 agent, right? Because I skipped Swordmaster. I went for the High Council seat plan instead. So is there any reason to go up, down? I don't think so. Troop transports would kind of be cool. What happens if I do that? If I go here, spend my spice to go up, down, get 2 back here. I don't think I can afford it. Let me just do this. I could have taken the guild one here instead, as is being said by It's This Guy again. Yeah, I could have done this instead to try to kind of make sure I can keep it, and then go for this with the victory if I can get the victory. Yeah, it probably would have made more sense because I'm probably going to get the victory with this reinforcements here. And the thing is, yeah, I kind of wish I had done it that way because this is going to kind of reveal my hand here, literally, and figuratively. Because I'm going to have to burn this and this before people even use up all their agents. And so there's going to be a high incentive for Tessia even to just go, like, if she can, Fold Space and Hayliner. I don't know if she can do that, though. So she would have to have some kind of intrigue card, I think, to make this move on me. But I don't like that everyone's going to know, essentially, that, hey, we've got to steal this guy's alliance. So, yep, it would have been smarter to do it the guild way first. Hey, Jones, do I play on the table also? Yes, just not as often as I would like. I love it. I love playing the game physically. It's a different experience. A wonderful experience. Siege Tabber for Tessia. Okay. That's kind of encouraging, I think. Aircav, they think my signet ring turns up too much? That's a fair point. Back, no, the story of all board gamers. Yes, exactly. All right. So, can't buy the spice must flow, but we can buy a point, we can buy troops, we can deploy the troops, and unfortunately, we can't get to 10 victory points. So actually, I shouldn't have burned that Sleeper Must Awaken. For some reason, I thought I was about to end the game, but who knows? Maybe I do. Maybe I do with one of these intrigue cards. Liaison just for spice must flow, potentially, I guess. Just fill it. Fill it to the brim. Anyway, whatever. We'll stop there. Probably should have just filled it to the brim. So yeah, burning the that was a sketchy maneuver I did there. Again, for some reason I had it in my head this game was about to end. But not unless I get some miracle intrigue card. I mean, I guess if I get an Emperor bump out of one of these two intrigue cards. No, because I can't end the game right away anyway. I can't play the intrigue cards immediately. Oh, well. Yeah, I don't like to play those victory card intrigues until right at the last second before the game ends. So that was for a few reasons. One, it shows everybody what's happening, which I don't want. Two, I now have no intrigue cards, so people, they don't have to worry about me having something I don't have. They don't have to wonder anymore what it is I'm holding. Also, it burns up my resources now, as opposed to giving me some flexibility with that spice. So, not ideal, but it is what it is. Here's what I'm drawing. So, we'll see. We'll see if I can win this. We'll see what kind of intrigue cards I get, and that will inform my decision. I'm going to be player 4 next round, though. Dreadnought with the Signet Ring. Where does she get a point? Probably here or here. Or maybe she goes to the Emperor. Jones says, I bought this game on a 50% discount randomly. Lucky you. And I'm addicted. Yeah, it's an addictive game. Okay, Baron, that's a spice must flow for him. By the way, I see you. People were shouting out Everdell earlier. I forgot to call that out or mention it. But yeah, Delanicus, you bought the physical Everdell after watching my video on how to play. Played it last night. It's such a cute, cozy game. It's an incredible game. I mean, I haven't played it that much, but it's a very pleasant game. It's so beautiful. The components, the art, even just like the way it plays is really nice. Okay, here's a Hayliner from Tessia. Can she beat me? Oh, yeah. Yeah. So this is going to go horribly wrong for me here. Horribly wrong. Because she's going to take that alliance now. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm going to pay for that a lot more than I thought I was going to. Not taking that guild influence instead of the Emperor influence, I'm really going to pay for that. Now, maybe, honestly, maybe if this is what was going to happen, I would have lost it anyway, because she's going to go next. She could potentially have locked it up regardless. Huh. So this hurts for sure. She definitely has a combat intrigue if she's doing this, right? She's not just going to tie me, I don't think. She is just going to tie me. Okay. Let's see what we get. Know their ways? Eh. Okay, so does Tessia have a way to get this right now? She's not set up here. Who knows? She probably has diplomacy in hand. Very, very likely. So that's probably just an immediate fold space for the steel. As for me, I guess it's a selective breeding if I can. Which is sort of a waste of a Bene Gesserit influence, but I do need to draw cards here, I think. Invasion ships for Baron. Restricted ordnance appears. Yeah, things are... That round did not work out great for me with a couple of decisions I made there. Primarily this one, I feel, is going to cost me. Burning that intrigue card really hurts. Diz, thanks for the reminder. Yes, Baron does still have the rapid mobilization. So this is going to be the round where he uses it. Interstellar shipping for Tessia. I wonder if I have to block smuggling. Because I feel like she might be trying to set that up to steal the alliance. Maybe she doesn't... No, she must have the diplomacy. She must have it, right? She just reshuffled. Well, I need to get a bit more persuasion. One way or another here, so... Here we go. Let's trash. I think I'm trashing the Spice Must Flow itself. Because I don't really want to be drawing it right now. And then I'll trash a Dune. Okay. Yeah, this alliance is unfortunately toast. That's going to drop me to 8. Unless she waits and I really reveal for this, which would be ridiculous, just to prop it up. It's pretty stupid. Yuna might go to Hayliner here, but Baron can beat her with the rapid mobile. Okay, he just plays it right now. Is he going to reveal? What is he up to? Just wants to get rid of intrigue cards. He had too many. Okay. All right, so he shows his hand a little bit early with that. He's probably sitting on end games. Hey, Avernus X. There's one that allows you when you win the fight to move on influence. I had that already this game. I don't know if there's more than one of them, but I got one already. Yeah, Trebendo, that last point can be really hard to get sometimes. I mean, I'm going to get to 10, but yeah, I can't. I don't even have any troops, so I can't even get in for this like tiebreaker spice. I guess, what do? I go to Imperial Basin for 1 spice and hope that somehow makes a difference? I guess it could. There goes the alliance. Yeah, so I'm not going to get to 10. I'm going to get to 9. So Baron's going to win. Because Baron's winning this. Well, could Yuna beat him with a Hayliner? Maybe she could. Maybe she could. So if Yuna wins this, then, you know, could the 1 spice could theoretically matter. Siege Tabor? I mean, it gets 1 troop in, but what does that accomplish? It might get me 3 spice if Tessia doesn't get in. And if Yuna wins, yeah, the game doesn't end. That is a good point. Am I happy with his hand next round? It's okay. It's okay. It's not great. It's true. This does reveal for a spice, so kind of either way. All right. Trebendo, the bad thing sound effect is Price is Right. Yes. Baron goes for the Hardy Warriors. So that's going to get him to 18 strength. If Yuna can get to Hayliner, that'd be 14 plus 7. So that would be 21. It would come down to their combat intrigues. Melina, I'm cooked. Yeah, I feel kind of cooked. If Baron wins this, then I think I'll get second, which is not the worst. If this game ends in the next minute, we can get into the next ranked queue, but it doesn't feel like that's going to happen. I mean, look, I will not complain about someone taking all their time because you know that, that I do that too. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just need some time to think about what's going on. Also, sometimes you get distracted by something. That's fine. So I'm not complaining, but it does mean we probably won't get to the next queue. Yuna, you think Yuna has something for this? I mean, there's a chance she does. Bribery for Baron. Where does he take it? It goes with Emperor. Interesting. I considered the Chom directorship. I considered it because if it does go to another round, first of all, if it doesn't go to another round, then I think I get quid pro quo. Okay. If it doesn't go to another round, I probably get second, regardless of whether I buy Spice Must Flow or not. Oh! Wow. Well played from Tessia. Wow. I should have done it. Maybe. She got 1 point out of it. But I thought about it just in the sense that maybe it lets me next round maybe I can steal the Guild Alliance back, or maybe I can get the Emperor Alliance if there's another round. But anyway, I went with the Spice Must Flow, and Tessia got it to good effect, snatching that Emperor's Alliance. But we'll see. She has actually... No, she doesn't have any Spice Must Flow. Despite buying the Holtzman engine, she hasn't been able to actually pick up Spice Must Flow. Okay, here comes the Yuna Hayliner. Here it is. So Baron perhaps about to get quashed, but we're going to have to wait to see what is in the intrigue cards. Also has another agent still. So she could go somewhere. She could go to Research Station even. Deploy that one troop. Probably get a Spice Must Flow. This game feels like it's not over. My next round here, Diplomacy, Signaling, Spice Hunter, Local Fence. Doesn't feel like a great next round for me. Because I can't get to research station, most likely. The good news is it looks like I will get the 3 spice here. So that gives me a potential selective breeding. Hey, Sergeant Szechuan, nice to see you. Yuna deciding what to do with this final agent. She does go to research station. James, yeah, if they tie, that would be incredible. It's not going to happen though, I don't think, because Yuna's getting that last troop in. So, you know, Baron would have to use a tiebreaker. Okay, no. Negotiated withdrawal. Can she afford to withdraw? No. There's the spice must flow. Let's see what's in the intrigue cards. What do you got, Baron? Web of Power. Oh, challenging for the Alliance, maybe. There's 2 more troops anyway. If she even has anything. Yeah, she does. I hate how opponent alliances are shown next to their head there, and mine isn't. It makes me think, oh, I have no alliances. Why is it down here? It's just one of those little UI things that's just not unfortunately well designed or thought through. A lot of stuff is great. That's one of the things that is not great. Consistency is important for stuff like that. Heretic D on Yuna wins the conflict, jumps up to 8. I thought I was pretty secure in a 2nd place ending here, and I could still come forth. Grand Vision. I don't think I can fight for Grand Vision, which wouldn't really do anything for me anyway, unless I could somehow, you know, get up there. An interstellar shipping plus a signet ring, you know, could get me a couple of troops, but I guess it could get me more than a couple. I could get potentially 4 with the troop transports. I kind of think I have to go to selective breeding. I could be giving somebody corner the market. One. No. One. Whatever. Okay, where does Baron want to go? He wants to go to selective breeding as well? Or research station? Selective breeding, okay. If I can somehow get to Carthage and I end up drawing a corner of the market, I'll be I'll be despondent. Hey, Ophir. Another UI thing. Opponent's cards in hand icon is your cards in deck icon. I know, this one drives me insane. This is the this is very, very basic UI. Do not do this. Do not have the exact same symbol represent two different things. Like, come on. This is cards in hand. This is cards in deck. Why on earth would you do this? Especially when here, this is cards in deck. What? So you've got two problems all at the same time. You've got the fact that you've got one icon meaning two different things. That's bad. Then you've got two different icons meaning the same thing. This is deck. And this is deck. Why? They changed that when Rise of X came out, and I have no idea why they did it. Yeah, this is what it used to be before Rise of X came out. This was here, which is much clearer, and then the discard pile was this but red, which is also better, because why is your discard pile fanned out? You don't fan out your discard pile. Anyway. We're going to go to Carthag, and we're going to see what we can find there. There's no real reason for me to activate the Signet Ring. Doesn't do anything. Let's see what we get. Okay, fine. James, this is the most locked up factions you've seen in a game. Yeah, 3 of them are locked up. Tessia might lock up the next one. I'm going to get 2 spice on reveal here, which is kind of cool. Just maybe a tiebreaker matters. Nobody has a Chomurky. Ship it all. Hey, how's it going? You think I should buy the spy satellites? Or you thought I should have bought the spy satellites? How would I have even done that? Baron got the spy satellites. If I had gone to tech negotiation, I wouldn't have had enough, right? I only had 2 spice on me. Going to here wouldn't have gotten me to 4. Oh, ship it, Holly, you were behind? Okay, yeah, it would have required a whole different plan of action. That could have been interesting. Hey, Tony Chen. Tony says, impossible to go back to the base game after playing Ix. Good luck in your game. I mean, I understand some people feel that way. I disagree. I disagree. I think base game is still amazing. Okay, so what is going on here? Tessia with this. She's going to take the Emperor, I guess just lock up the Emperor Alliance is all she can do with that. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What does Yuna do if she wins this? Green, nothing, nothing, nothing. Oh, she takes the alliance. Okay. She takes the alliance from Tessia. Is there a combat intrigue? That would put her at 9. Does she have an end game? Plans within plans? No. Corner of the market? No. Grand Vision? There's all kinds of end games people could still have though. Baron's probably sitting on something. Plans within plans for Tessia. Okay, that's 2 points. Machine culture for Baron, that's nothing. Whoa. Oh my god. Felicitations! Hey, thank you, Sylvain. Appreciate that. Whoa. Whoa. Let me get the Hundro hair here. I'm gonna line this up. I like getting the Hundro hair. Oh yeah. I'm kind of surprised I won that game. That was that really stalled out at the end. Oh, Viva La Kid is gifting a tier 1 sub to Bludgeon's community. All right. Congratulations to Scimitar325 for receiving a gifted sub from Viva La Kid. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. Viva La Kid. Awesome. By the way, having a Twitch sub unlocks stream VODs on Twitch. So there's a little perk for that, as well as the emotes and everything else you get. That was crazy, man. That was crazy. Yeah, it was like a very kind of strong start with Hundro there, and a very interesting decision in the game, right? There was that, it was round 5. I think it was round 5 when I had to decide, do I want the Swordmaster? I had the Solari for it. It was ready to go there. And I thought, and I was playing the Fold Space to get it. I thought, maybe, you know what? Maybe it makes more sense to just start buying Spice Must Flows. And it worked out. So this is another no Swordmaster game. This is something that actually I've been doing a little bit more recently. I feel like I've played and won maybe like 3 no Swordmaster games in the last month. I don't know if that's right, but it's very interesting. It's something that's been happening more often. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Viva La Kid gifted a tier 1 sub to Ophir. Viva La Kid here coming in hot with the subs. Congratulations to Ophir. Fantastic.